Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with more yet another zombie survivor. Today we are going to do an electric storm build. We are going to run pretty much a full-on electric. We're going to run Ghost and Engineer as our two main characters, and then we're going to run the medic for support. This is going to be probably one of the better combos in terms of synergy, because these classes synergize incredibly well together. The engineer gets a synergy right here with the ghost, so now electric turrets are going to fire kunais. The ghost gets a synergy with both the engineer and the medic, so with the engineer, shurikens deal additional electric damage, and then with the medic heals 1 HP for every zombie killed by ghost. And then when we go to the medic, we're going to get another synergy with the ghost, where experiment 21 explosions have a chance to fire shurikens as well. So it's a really good synergy build. I guess we'll put 1 point into that since I have extra points. Let's start. We're going to run the ghost as our main character, because one, he does have good electric abilities. Obviously the engineer is going to be the best for that, but I do want to do the ghost first, because the ghost I think is going to have better starting DPS, and I want to make sure that we get the ghost and medic synergy going with their kills. So we're going to start off with the ghost. We're going to run we're going to run isolate a city, we're going to run engineer. Okay, and then here's the badges. We're going to run damage, we're going to run the health points and armor, we're going to run the weapon and ability cooldown reduction, and then we're going to obviously run the electric tag for 5%, 25% extra damage, and 5 to the electric tag. And let's go. We're gonna obviously try to get the electric damage items. There's 2 electric items, one that spreads electricity, and then another one that makes the tag last longer. So we're gonna try to get that one, or we're gonna try to get both of those. But man, this elite look at how much cheese. Okay, we're gonna probably do kunais first, because I think kunais are incredibly good. Unfortunately, we can't get, I wish we could get electrical kunais. We can't. So since we're running the medic with us, we're gonna do chemical kunais. Chemical kunais are just, I mean, they're insanely good, so it'll be a really good starting weapon for us, or ability I should say. Okay, we'll do kunai again. Okay, let's do katana. We're gonna run wind cutter this time. There's always a magnet that drops really early in the game. I wonder if that's set. I feel like that's a set thing, that within a certain time frame that thing drops. Okay, we're not gonna do the micro bombs. Let's do the hollow ghost. The hollow ghost is going to get a cool electric upgrade for us. We're going to be able to, I don't want anybody here, so we're just going to liberate this for right now. What were we talking about? The hollow ghost is going to get one where we can do electric, basically an electric wire between them. And it's going to be pretty cool. So anybody that walks through it is going to take electric damage. I like how it looks too, because they all kind of run out in different directions, and then it has an electricity in between them all. Okay, so let's do the cyanide. What makes this one good is not necessarily the chemical, it's the fact that he throws them twice. That's what makes this one pretty solid. So it's just like 2 rounds of kunais. My opinion on the ghost has changed so much too on this update. In the live version, I am not a fan of the ghost really. The ghost is maybe, the ghost and the pyro are probably my least played characters. But with this update, the ghost has become probably one of my favorites. Okay, I guess we'll do the legendary dodge at 10%. So does that give us 25% dodge right off the gate? Yes, it does. Wow. That's pretty good. Okay, let's do Katana Splash. Okay, so this is a big reroll. Let's banish. I could banish either one of these. I think I'll just banish. I mean, let's banish the burger. There's no chance I'm ever gonna take the burger. I should just keep that one on permanent. There's a few I have on permanent ban, like in the item pool, all the ones that, okay, we'll take this XP right off the get. That's pretty good for my first item. All the ones that do explosions, you know, you open a chest, it explodes, you get hit, you explode. I pretty much have those on permanent ban. I don't think I'll ever, I mean, I guess I won't say never, because I did do an explosive build where we ran those and it went really bad for us. Okay, let's do the Hollow Ghost. Okay, then we'll do the laser. So there's a laser between Hollow Ghosts that deal electric damage. Take that one. That's going to fit our electric build. Okay, let's do Katana Splash again. Do Katana Splash. Let's get to Wind Cutter. Okay, right now I wouldn't mind getting a character, but again, we're not gonna do rerolls. I usually don't like doing rerolls. So this is a Liberate because we're going with Engineer and Medic. I don't really care who shows up second. Okay, let's do the Shurikens. Okay, then there's Wind Cutter, so let's take Wind Cutter. Yeah, definitely want to get a character really soon here. Next, I think. I might re-roll for it because I don't want to sit on these too long on just getting the global upgrades. I really want to push the abilities in this one. Leveling up all the engineer stuff, especially. I guess I would prefer the engineer second, but the medic is fine too because I can just get her. We can go straight with that one ability, Stim Pack. Okay, let's do ability. No, this is a tough one because I want to do both. Let's do weapon damage. Yeah, let's do weapon damage more on the ghost because his abilities outside of Kunai aren't going to be really that great damage dealers. Kunai is the only one that's going to be like, oh wow, that did some really good damage. Everything else is more for support, and shurikens aren't going to do the shurikens aren't going to do any damage. So okay, I guess we'll do the boomerang because I don't even know if this one works. Sometimes it just kind of gets stuck there doing nothing. All right, this is a banish for no. I'm not gonna banish bleeding. Bleeding's not a banish. The cash one is. It's a reroll. Do I just take the bleeding then? I guess I'll just take the bleeding. Because we do the ghost is pretty much all slashing damage. With Pulsar, we'll probably do the knockback. You can do burn or knockback. I kind of want to try to keep this run as pure as possible with electric stuff, at least for these characters, so we'll just do the knockback. It's going to be impossible to do though, because not a lot of other characters have a lot of electricity to them. I wish we could get electric kunais. I wish they would get rid of the exploding ones and somehow make them electric, because that would be sweet. Okay, next SOS showing up soon here, and then we'll get... Definitely pick... I'm gonna re-roll for one of these guys. Whichever one shows up first. Okay, so let's do the pushback. Okay, engineer, cool. Didn't have to waste a reroll there. That works out really well for us, because I really wanted the engineer second. Ability area, that's 100% going on the engineer. Okay, let's go heavy into energy shield. Okay, let's get one of these electric modifiers. There we go. Electric enemies now have a chance to transfer the electric effect to nearby enemies. So let's take that. Let's banish burn. Right, we're not going to be doing any fire damage here. For the energy shield, though, we are going to do the frozen one. I do think that's the better one, especially on this map. If we were doing another map, maybe take the one that blocks projectiles, but there's not really a ton of projectile enemies on this map. You know, none of the bosses are really projectile. And I don't think the flying bugs that one of the other bosses does, the Banshee or whatever she is, I don't think those count as projectiles, so it probably doesn't block those. If we were running a different map, that would be a different story, because those enemies do way more projectile damage. Okay, so let's just do Sub-Zero. Enemies that enter are frozen. If the medic shows up too, I'm just gonna take her. Because I basically have let's do taser. I basically we have the ghost maxed out, so we'll just take medic if she shows up. That way I don't have to worry about trying to waste rerolls. Okay, we need the ladder. Let's see, different tag types. Let's see, we'll have 1, 2, 3. This one I'll probably take this one. Let's banish the burning again. We'll probably take this one because I am going to get chemical and frost and explosive up to 3. And kinetic. So I'm actually, once we pick up the medic here, we're going to get everything except fire to 3. Oh my goodness. What is with, I feel like they changed the rarity of these, that it happens more often, like with these upgrades. I'm gonna do, these are all really good. I'm gonna take that 10-second health regeneration though. Is that our second legendary we've seen? Yeah, because I think I saw a legendary ability area, right? Let's go taser. Let's just I'll try to get to laser. Okay, hopefully the medic. I do want to see the medic. Okay, no medic. Liberate. Taser. Yeah, see, I doubt those flying bugs count as projectiles. Okay, let's do Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. Cool. This feels like a pretty strong build so far. I don't want to jinx anything. It feels strong though. Early game. We'll see how we scale later game. But I mean, nothing's even really getting close to us. Okay, let's do Tesla again. Okay, let's take the laser. Okay, so the other electric item, Jacob's ladder. No. Let's see. Fire, ice, electric. But we lose kinetic, slashing, explosive. I think this one's a weird one. Because part of me says no. Because I don't want to lose out on that kinetic damage or the slashing damage from the ghost. But I mean, this is kind of an electric build. But that slashing's gonna hurt the ghost DPS a lot. We'll just take it. Okay, let's see. Let's go with ability area here, and we'll put that on the engineer. I hope that doesn't hurt the DPS too much. But if the main focus here is to be an electric build, right? The main focus is to be an electric build here, so I probably should take what's gonna give the most electric damage. That's a I wish I didn't really plan ahead for that item, because I would have switched over to Frost then for the medic, because right now I have everything leveled up. Her main weapon I have leveled up for chemical. Yeah, let's do laser again. I mean, we could do experiment 21 on Frost, but experiment 21's garbage. So that's not really going to be any... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Her DPS is garbage no matter what we do. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's max out laser. Okay, I do want to get the medic here. No, okay, let's reroll. Okay, good. So for her, I'm going to do more of her utility, less of her DPS stuff first. We'll do stim pack, her medical drone, and let's do medical drone probably first. Between that and stim pack, we'll do first. This felt like a quick item box up here. Feels like I just made the decision to tank my build by getting the other one. Frozen enemies is probably a no. Yeah, I don't think we take that, even though I do have the frozen energy shield, and we're gonna get a little bit of frost. I would prefer to get something more damage or electric here. Ooh, I could take this. Ooh, yeah, let's take that and let's do it 30-30. Right? That's gonna be a 30-30 bonus. So everything's gonna get 30. We're gonna take the 10% debuff for each of those and give ourselves a 30% buff. Yeah, let's do that. So now we're gonna get 30% for everything. So they more than cancel each other out. Okay, let's do the medical drone. Let's do one level of stim pack. I wouldn't mind getting electrocute either. There's still a lot of good abilities we have to get going here. And so now any ghost kill is gonna heal us. That should be pretty good. Okay, let's do... I'm probably gonna go weapon damage here. Ability area, I'd rather... Let's do weapon damage on the ghost. Okay, let's do electrocution. I want to get cooldown and duration on the ghost so we can keep this dome up at full capacity. I don't know if we'll get there though, because I do want to make sure we're getting some weapon stuff, and I'm not really picking up a ton of ability cooldown reduction stuff here yet. I wouldn't mind getting some. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to take this. Yeah, let's take the Ring of Power. A little late, but we'll get our bonuses from that. That's going to give us, if we get the full thing, it's going to give us 50% weapon and ability damage, which is probably super good for this build. Because, does it start at, okay, it doesn't start at 10. So let's do electrocution. So now we should be, yeah, so now we're at 10 weapon damage, 10 ability damage. Someone had said if you take it off, you still get the bonus. I don't know if I want to risk that. Let's do electric turret. I haven't, that's something I guess I need to test, and I'm not willing to test it this run. Because honestly, 50 weapon damage and 50 ability damage is going to be, that's too good to risk. Okay, we'll do venomous here. I like venomous better than the other one. So, and I guess, oh, we do have that 25. Oh, we got the legendary dodge at the beginning. That's what we got. So yeah, we'll take this one then. Now additionally always activates on hit, dodge, and parry. So it works on cooldown, and then it's also going to be applied on those. And since we did get that 25%, since we got the extra 10% legendary, let's do weapon critical chance on the ghost. I don't mind buffing up the ghost a little bit more this run, because one, every time we get a kill, we get a heal. So the ghost doing the most DPS and getting the most kills does make sense. But the engineer's abilities are so life-saving that I need to make sure I put some focus into that. Okay, let's do the medical drone. Okay, let's do medical drone again. We're gonna take the defensive drone. The offensive drone is still, I think, borderline useless. So I think it just helps to get the extra heals and the damage negate. Okay, what do we want here? 15% chance to reduce its next cooldown by half. I guess we could do that one. This one's not too bad either. Hack the system allows attack speed. We could probably do the mod chip too. I don't really have anything that buffs our critical hits though. You know, there's no items I have. I think we'll still be doing a good amount of crits. This one doesn't really seem like a lot. 15% chance to reduce it by half. But maybe. Tough one. I think we'll go with mod chip. I'm hoping we'll be landing enough crits with our abilities and weapons that we can kind of make use of that. That's a replaceable item though. So let's see. So this gives us, so like what kind of 43% reduction? That's not that's not, we haven't, that's not very impressive. I don't know how well that's gonna, 41%. That's not really gonna get us to big numbers. Okay, so let's do the defensive drone. That's gonna give us way better healing, and then it's gonna nullify damage once every 30 seconds. Okay, let's do weapon crit chance on the ghost. Okay, let's go stim pack. Stim pack. Stim pack again. For stim pack, I think we'll go armor this round. I think they're both pretty good. The extra armor, the extra healing. I'm gonna hope with the ghost synergy and our healing drone that we can survive with the extra armor instead of taking the extra heals. I'm not quite sure how well the ghost healing is going to work because one, we haven't really gotten hit that much yet, so I haven't been seeing how much our health has needed to regenerate. I guess it would have been nice to kind of see that before I decide. I mean, I could get hit here. Okay, we're just gonna do tough skin. Oh yeah, dang it, I forgot we have this guy. Oh man, I forgot about that. Okay, we gotta do experiment 21 next. So that's gonna get 3 extra tags to level 3. Alright, let's see. You know, I'm just gonna replace this one. Let's just go with actually, no, I'm gonna replace it with this one. Okay, that worked out. Okay, that worked out fine. I'm glad I remembered we had this stick. Okay, so yeah, see, so now let's do this. Because it's going to give me 3 tags. Gives you frost, chemical, and explosive. And that's going to be enough to get that procced again for... So right now we'll get 2 more. We'll get 2 more tags for this bonus. So that's going to be pretty good. More crit, more attack speed, and then cooldown reduction. The gym build is a pretty good one. I did a full gym build not too long ago. Let's do ability damage. No. Yeah, let's do ability damage. I'm not... Or duration. Let's do duration. I want this energy shield to be up as long as possible. I don't care for experiment 21 right now other than just getting those tags. And then if we see the other one that gives us ability area, damage, and duration, we'll take that one. So we'll take another gym if that shows up. Because that one's incredibly good for the engineer. The engineer gets so much benefit from, I think it's the Sapphire gym. Okay, let's go electric turret. All right. We could probably... No, I don't think we'll take this one. Just for the electric? Just for the electric tag? I don't think so. 51% chance they become stunned. There's a 5% chance that affected enemies will invoke a lightning strike that deals damage. Yeah, I don't think we really need to take this one just for really electric. Ice is very minimal. Chemical is very minimal with our build. Let's just re-roll these. I guess we will try to replace this one though. Other than that, we could probably replace this one too. Okay. Oh, here's the Sapphire Gem. Yeah, let's take that. And I'll replace... I think I'll just replace this bleeding one, though. No, let's do the crit one. Okay, let's do... So this is going to get me that explosive tag. So there we go. So let's see what we're looking at here with these gems. 6% ability damage, 12% area, and then 18% duration. That's pretty good. The area and duration, mostly. And then now we have 6% crit damage, attack speed 12, and then cooldown reduction of 18. I'm not going to take the other gem. The other gem is more for XP gain and money gain. It's not going to help us with damage other than, you know, leveling up a little bit quicker. But we already did a 3-gem build, so... What items can I swap out at this point? This item I can swap out. This one I can swap out. I think I'm gonna keep this electric, and there's still Jacob's Ladder, which we'll probably swap for one of those. Even though I don't know really how useful those things kind of are. Okay, yeah, let's do the frost one for this. Right, well, hold on, what? Yeah, let's do... Yeah, frost. And then we'll do the chemical... We'll do the chemical, yeah, because this was just ice, this wasn't chemical, so... But I put all my upgrades into the chemical... flask, so I'm still gonna stick with that. Okay, let's do the turret. So how long's our turret down for now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too long. Too long. That's what the answer is there. Let's do the weapon damage on the ghost. I haven't ability duration or ability cooldown and duration is not something we got a lot of this build, other than that gem. Okay, oh, I don't have any more banishes. Let's re-roll these. Because I would banish this, because this is useless now. Yeah, let's re-roll that. Sugar Rush is decent. That's a bummer. I don't think we're going to take any of these. Killing Frenzy for one of these, I don't know. Maybe for the bleed ticks. At this point, I think I'm pretty set on most of these except these two. Yeah, let's replace that with this one. So that puts me at like 70 reduction. We should be able to keep it up relatively often. So it's giving me attack speed and cooldown reduction. Because at this point, we're going to be fighting bosses pretty much non-stop. I still feel that I haven't even gotten hit in forever. Okay, we're gonna do the taunting. Okay, this SOS is gonna make us, what are we at right now? 3? Okay, this is gonna give us 40. All right, let's do the EMP grenade. Oh, wow. I walked into that one because he was taunted. He was taunted and I wasn't paying attention and I walked right into his slam. Okay, man. Okay, duration. Thank you. I really want to get that going. I want to get duration and cooldown reduction for this engineer. This energy shield has to be one of the best abilities in the game. It's just so good at keeping the Horde away from you. Just freezes, electrifies them. It doesn't necessarily do a lot of damage, but holy cow, so useful. Just lets you navigate through the whole map, basically kind of almost wherever you want to go. Okay, let's do 1 of resuscitate. Just in case I screw up here. Because there's been one of my last runs, I was like, oh wow, I'm doing great. And then 2 minutes later, it's like, oh, I'm dead. It's like, damn, I wish I would have had a revive there. Okay, these are pretty good. Solar panel I might take. I think I'm going to take solar panel and I'm going to replace this one. Weapon crit hits have a 50% chance to reduce current cooldown of every ability. Let's do that because I want to get some cooldown reduction here. We don't have very good cooldown reduction. So let's see how much that helps. Let's count how long my energy shield is down for. Before it was about 5 seconds. One, two, about 2-3 seconds. For the EMP, I'm gonna do probably the one to have a chance to reduce a cooldown ability too. think it's like a 15% chance or something to reduce the cooldown, or can't remember the exact numbers. Okay, let's do, yeah, the support. So EMP grenade explosion reduces the cool. Okay, so it automatically reduces the cooldown of a random ability by 15%. Let's do that. Okay, let's do handgun. Okay, I think I'm actually kind of cool with the items we have here. So possibly the final items, sugar rush, weapon crits. Maybe I could pick up a weapon crit item, but I don't know what I would replace. Like maybe I could replace this one. This one we're gonna keep. This one maybe I could replace. I kind of like the synergy between these, just to even them out. This guy I'm 100% keeping, and then this guy I'm 100% keeping. So for right now, none of these guys, and I don't have any more rerolls anyway, so. Okay, should we do that dodge chance again? Would that, I wonder if that's a full, if that's a full 5%. Yep. 30% dodge chance, that's solid. You know, basically almost 1 in 3 attacks we'll just straight out dodge. And then when we dodge, maybe that's why I feel like I haven't been getting hit. Maybe because we've been dodging some. And then every time I dodge, we do the electrocute spell. I should actually look to see what those infinite level ups are before I go straight to the weapon. Yeah, the health regen here is pretty nice because I got hit pretty hard right there. Definitely starting to get a little tougher now. 31 minutes into the match. Okay, let's do weapons on you. Ability cooldown is good for her, but I think I'd rather just get the weapon going. If it was Ghost, I would take Ghost. Okay, ability crit chance, we'll do that on Engineer. Oh, there's Jacob's Ladder. I don't think we're gonna take that though. I kind of question how good these items really are, because you kill too quickly in this game, and I don't know the benefit of taking this over one of these really good damaging items we have. So honestly, I might even replace this one next. Not with these though. This one is a maybe. especially if it pairs with Sugar Rush. But I think we're gonna skip. I think we'll just stick with what we have again for now. I don't really know what I would take. There's the Scouter, which guarantees weapon crits on full health enemies, which might be okay. But we have so many abilities that it might take away from that. But that would pair well with the ability with this one right here with the reduction. Do you remember when this was unlimited? That was so stupid. They capped it at 50. It used to be unlimited. Every time you got it, you would get the bonus. It was by far the best item in the game. Oh, the knockback too. I just kind of realized that was a thing. That's gotta be what's helping too. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. The knockback from the pulsar, because I see it now pushing the enemies back when they're frozen. So between freezing, electrifying, and the knockback, that's probably why we're not getting hit a lot here. And then it seems that we have decent DPS. Okay, let's do critical damage on who has the highest crit chance right now. You do it 23. Let's do Are we gonna get the permafrost tag? Oh man, I don't think we are. Will we? We'll get 4. Oh, we will. Yeah, we might get the... We should get the permafrost tag if we go with the ice flask. Alright, doubles the amount. No, 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 no. These are no's. So we'll skip. This is one of those runs too where if I'm pretty satisfied with how it's going, I don't really want to change up an item, you know? But yeah, we'll get 4 tags for the ice flask, so that'll get us to permafrost, which will give us a chance to instantly kill frozen enemies. Oh no, we're not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna do ice flask. I was just thinking, because we're gonna do... I was planning on doing chemical. But yeah, let's go ice flask, just so we can get that permafrost tag. Because I do think I still have some points in my ice flask, just not maxed out. Look at all this electric. All that electric is so sweet, that's spreading between them. So that is that like this thing spreading it to have a chance to transfer the effect. That's actually working out pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna do, yeah, let's do the freezing flask. I'm gonna do the freezing flask. It's not gonna be, ooh, ability, yes. Yes. It's not gonna be a huge chance because we're gonna be at basically the bare minimum for permafrost, but who knows, it could help. Okay, so yeah, these are skip again. I don't even know if I really need to go for the items. Although I think they do give you, bonuses now, actually. So I guess we should. Okay, let's see how quickly I regenerate my health here. You know, that's not bad. It's not too bad. Starting, if it wasn't for all this CC though, we probably wouldn't be surviving as long. Okay, so there's that. So let's see what the permafrost gives us here. 20% chance to apply freeze. And then enemy has 10% chance to become permafrozen instead. Dealing damage to permafrozen enemy instantly kills them. So yeah, not the greatest of odds, but you know, it'll probably trigger quite a lot just because of so... Oh my god, we're almost dead. How did I not notice that? What happened? What happened? What happened? Maybe we're at that point to where I'm not killing quickly enough now. Dang, we got back in that though. This one might not actually be too bad. Frost, chemical. Although, I guess how much chemical do I really have here? Because I went full frost on the other one, but the status effects, man, that could be something. Ooh. Because, okay, so we're gonna have bleeding for sure. We're not gonna have hardly any of this though. We'll have for sure electric and probably frost though. So that could be a 40% bonus, but what would I replace? Sugar Rush? I guess probably Sugar Rush. I wish I knew exactly how much that gave me, because then maybe I could replace this. Let's do that. Let's not have two of these. Let's replace this And I'll replace the gem. Because this kind of does, these kind of do the same thing. This gives us a little bit more crit. Let's try that. Let's see if that gives us kind of the damage boost I'm looking for here. Because look, everything's going to be pretty much electrified and frozen. So that's at least maybe like a 40% bonus. And it does look like we're doing some pretty good chemical explosions. You know, that was it. I I think that was the right choice. I feel our damage feels better right now. Okay, so now we're just at full level ups. Oh, this is it. Never mind. Let's do weapon damage on the ghost. We still have to do resuscitate a little bit before we get that going. And you know what? This build, I think I'm going to take the extra damage. The Valhalla one. I always do the Hoarder. Let's try the other one this time. I think we've already proven that this is a really good build. So let's see, because I usually never take this one. It did get a little bit of a buff. So each resurrection now increases all damage by 10%, but then it's going to reduce our max HP by 10%. So that obviously sounds really bad, but I like the idea of trying to get more damage. I think that would be fun. This one's probably the better choice most of the time because it's going to give you all the XP and it's going to kind of probably full you to near full health. But let's try this. Wow, so that was like a one shot for... Wait, was that a... That was a one shot. What the fuck hit me? That was a revive. What the hell one shot me? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Was that a one shot? I wasn't fully aware of what my health was. It was just all of a sudden I was dead. Okay, let's do ability cooldown reduction on... I think we'll do it on the medic at this point. Let's try to make sure my revive goes off again. But now I'm down to 1900 health. I guess we'll see the benefits of that. Of that right here. Here's the other one of those. Not gonna take those. Yeah, these are a no, so we'll just skip these. Critical chance. No. I think I want to keep the killing frenzy. But I could just get straight up 15% crit chance. And then that would help with that a little bit. Again, everything else... This one seems to be doing pretty good, but I could try replacing that. Because I think I can replace this. I know it was looking really good. Kind of like spreading the chain electricity to them, but I think just electrocuting them and freezing them in general should be enough. And I think we could use that 15% crit chance. Let's see. That guy is fast. Why is that guy so fast? Nope, I think we should have kept the electricity spreading. It does seem like the enemies get to me a little bit easier. I think that might be because we took that away. I was kind of just assuming I could freeze everybody and electrify them with my, I mean, we're kind of still doing that with my dome. Okay, let's do ability cooldown reduction on her. Let's do, I don't know if I need more ability duration. I haven't paid attention. Let's do movement speed. I haven't paid attention recently if my thing is on max, if it's constantly up 100%. Was that a revive? That probably was. How is that not a revive? What happened there? Oh, that was a revive. I didn't even see when the revive happened. I just see that my thing's down now. I'm so busy trying to just navigate through these enemies. Now we have 1700 max HP. I'm not even gonna go for this item, really. Alright, let's do armor. So now I have 20% extra damage because of that Valhalla. Oh my god. Back out of that way. But I don't think it matters where I go. I'd be curious if this is my best run yet. I know I've gotten into the 40 minutes before. I think this might be the best one I've done. Let's, come on, I want to get my thing back up, my resurrection. Where was that magnet at? Did I pick it up with that thing? Okay, let's do... These are the opposites of what I want here. Let's do... Guess I'll do ability crit damage on you. Let's do weapon damage on you. Okay, I think I got the magnet there, so that's... It's really hard to get these really long runs now, because there's really no such thing, at least that we figured out yet. These sort of oh, that was another revive. Damn. You know, these unkillable builds haven't really been happening anymore. Ooh. Man, I want to go back and see what's hitting me. Is it these spitter bugs that are like one-shotting me? Not even gonna bother for the SOS. I don't really need it anymore. Just play to survive here. It's just gonna happen any second now. There it is. Damn. I knew it was coming. That was a really good run though. 19,000 wind cutter, 28,000 kunai. Kunai is so freaking good. Hollow Ghost even did 3k. Shurikens, yeah, Shuriken's okay. You did 3k. You should be doing more though. You know, I feel like the Shuriken should do more. Should do a lot more. They should do a lot more, especially way more than Hollow Ghost and Pulsar. These are more like support abilities, right? This is a taunt. This is a pushback. Shuriken should be, I think this should be like a 8 to 10,000 damage weapon right here. Engineer, laser 16,000, 12,000 energy shield, 10,000 electric turret, and then yeah, EMP kind of useless, I guess. Electrocution not bad at 8,300. And then let's check out the medic's amazing DPS here. Wow, what, you did 17,000 damage? What? Did I miss something here? Did I miss something here with the DPS for this? Is it because we had so much ability reduction and the frost damage? Is that why? There's no way. I've never seen Experiment 21 do that much damage. Then Freezing Flask. It had to have been the frost. Like, it had to have been a combination of this. This wouldn't have done too much. Maybe this helps too. Maybe that it boosts its damage. And then the combination of reducing the cooldown too, just being able to throw it out more. That's way more than I've ever seen. I don't think there was a patch or a buff to any of these, but that's super good. All right, well, there we go. That was a crazy good build. The engineer actually, I'm looking at this. The engineer actually killed almost as many, but this guy still did way more DPS. This guy did 50 million more damage, but he also started out in the beginning. But yeah, that's an interesting notice right there, that their kills were almost the same. All right, but there we go. Insane build. This is probably one of my favorite builds in the game. I love these electric frost builds. I love the engineer. The engineer has to be the best character in the game. The ghost is super good too now. Kunai is just incredibly powerful. 28,000 DPS. That's so good. It's so good. But there we go. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.